Hello everyone. It's James again from menwhoareabused.com, bringing to you a special response video from an email I received from YouTuber Imaya75. Imaya75 asks, how do you get a toxic person like a narcissist to stop feeding off of you? This is a very good question, as this is what the narcissist does. They feed off of the pain they cause you by manipulating you in your life to where you are in constant misery. And they also use overt or covert means to devalue you, in order to get you to be in a constant state of misery and pain in which they can feed off the energy that is produced from such things. So what is the answer to this important question? Well, first thing the victim of this abuse needs to come to terms with is, there is no helping the narcissist, and that the main goal needs to be removing oneself permanently from the situation. I stress this being the main goal because sometimes leaving a narcissist suddenly when you have attachments such as kids, property, or investments, can cause the narcissist to feed off of you even worse than before. There might be things you will lose no matter what when leaving a narcissist, but the goal is to always minimize that loss so they can no longer feed off of you. This is where many do not understand what it is like to date or be married to a narcissist, because they will just say, "Why the heck don't you just get up and leave?" Then when you don't, they blame you. When you cite you are scared the narcissist will come after you legally or otherwise. You are accused of just being too afraid to leave, and that you must like the abuse. When you know this is furthest from the truth, you just know from your dealings with this narcissist that they are just going to make your life a living hell if you walk out. And the goal is to make it so they can no longer abuse you. However, if you try to leave, they can really abuse you even worse than before. This is something many do not realize when trying to help someone that is the victim of a narcissist. So what is the victim to do when they are trying to make it so the narcissist can no longer feed off of them while they try to work on a game plan to escape with minimal damage to themselves? The first thing the victim should do is emotionally detach themselves from the narcissist. This means you have surrendered to the fact the relationship is over emotionally, and as soon as you can physically leave, you will permanently. This means you will no longer try to help the narcissist fix their problems because you now know they aren't fixable. This means you will no longer be swayed emotionally by fake nice gestures by the narcissist because you now know they are fake. It means you know that no matter what act the narcissist puts on, they have no capacity for love or empathy for you or others. It means you are now self-aware and awake to the horrible reality of the type of relationship you are in. It means though you know these things, you will still be happy and normal around the narcissist. You will not act depressed, lonely or sad, as this will cause the narcissist to pounce and feed off of your misery and pain. You won't defend yourself in the normal manner you might, nor will you ignore them, which will cause them to rage until you respond and give them what they want, which is you being a part of their dysfunctional dance. What you will do is use their own tricks against them without them knowing it. You will become a master at switching topics. You will become so good at it they will end up talking about their favorite topic themselves for an hour straight until they have forgotten what they were originally talking to you about. Here is an example. You know, James, why did you not vacuum the floor the way I told you to do it? You are such an idiot. And here is my answer to her. Have you decided on the type of blender you were going to buy you have been talking about? How many speeds does it have? Or let's say your narcissist is a singer. They may get mad about something such as doing the dishes, and you might respond with, "So what song did you sing tonight? Did you have a solo? How many people were there? Could the drummer keep up with you?" You see, you are now letting the narcissist feed off of you in a different and more tolerable manner. They are feeding off of you using their own grandiosity. Do not respond to direct attacks, as you know the outcome. Just switch the topic by asking them a question that will prompt them to talk about themselves. During using this newfound tactic, you are using your time wisely to gain evidence against them, get assets put back in your name, and getting legal and emotional help. Once you have all of your ducks in a row, so to speak, you will leave for good without the narcissist able to feed off of you again. Sometimes tricking the narcissist that living in separate homes can help you work on your relationship. Can be something you can do to gain distance from them without them knowing your goal is really breaking up. The reality is you got tricked into this relationship, and you might have to trick your way out. So if you want out, you will have to do exactly what they did to you, and that's trick them, all the while acting normal as if nothing is happening. Through all of this, emotional help is absolutely needed, so you can stay grounded and not lose yourself in all of this. Remember, your emotional help is most important here. I hope my video response answered your question. I'm Maya75. As always, remember, knowledge is power. The more we know, the more we can protect ourselves from toxic relationships such as this. Until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourselves.